Glad as always to have you with me, this time on Wednesday the 11th, where we're still embarking on an active weather pattern that could give us a little light snow towards the latter part of this week. I'll go into the updated forecast in more detail, tell you what I can in just a few moments. As I sometimes preface, and my apologies, we're working on a way to kind of alleviate that, but the noise in the background, our laser printer, which is we're working a little overtime this evening, actually because of a post that we had made earlier, which there's still time for a lot of folks to get in on, the custom engraved, laser engraved whiskey or bourbon barrel heads that we've been selling here for a number of months. Well, they're getting ready to go up in price. I had a stock of them, however, that we're going to sell at the same price for which we have priced them, at $125. That is complete. That is either with a finish of either just polyurethane or some stain of your liking, kind of a personal preference type thing. But they're gorgeous. They make for a wonderful gift or something for yourself. And I know they've posted a couple of examples on the Sagersville Independent Facebook page just a few moments ago if you want to go take a look at those. But we're going to sell those, the last remaining of this stock, for $125 each, which is a bargain in and of itself. I'm told that the next time I go get a shipment or a load of them, that price is going to jump up maybe another $25 or something. So we'll have to wait and see what that does. But for now, we've got a bit of a sale going on. So if you'd like to get in on the action, I think we've got about a dozen or so left. Please give us a call here at the independent offices tomorrow, 349-2915. I think the laser is just about ready to kick off here. I tried to wait it out, but I was afraid the show was going to be late, so I went ahead and began. We've got a couple of things to talk about tonight. The national opioid settlement money starting to trickle its way down to McGoffin, Johnson, other Kentucky counties, and those across the nation. Tell you how much our counties are going to see. We have that. We've got a quick score or two from our Hornets. We have a couple of good announcements, entertaining and the like. Also, a McGoffin County man, though, one of our top headlines, charged with serious sexual violations against a child. We'll get to all of that and much more before I leave. A couple of things before we go any further. An update that we have just in a short time ago from the Martin County Sheriff's Department, as they were investigating a bomb threat at one of their schools earlier today. The initial statement this morning said that the Martin County Sheriff's Department, as well as the Kentucky State Police and the Martin County Board of Education, were all on site at the Martin County High School investigating what their 911 dispatch center had perceived as a call of a bomb threat. They said at that time that students that drove to school had been dismissed for the day, and the rest of the students had been bused to Inez Elementary, where parents could pick them up at that time or as soon as they wished to do so, and any remaining students would be bused home at the end of the day. At that time, a KSP bomb detection dog was en route to the scene, and they said they were taking the situation very seriously. An update later indicated that after a thorough search by that K9, no device was found. The building was cleared, and kids returned to class. The Sheriff's Department promising further information at a later time. In other headlines, the McGoffin County man is lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center at this hour. Little is known about the investigation that has been conducted by the Kentucky State Police. Officer Jimmy Stratton is the investigating officer, which, according to police citations, placed Jared Owens in custody earlier today. Again, 26-year-old Jared Owens of Sagersville in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center at this hour after being arrested yesterday afternoon on 2 charges related to a victim said to be a child, age not given. Just that a female juvenile was a victim of rape in the first degree and sexual abuse in the first degree, allegedly at the hands of Owens, who again was taken into custody yesterday afternoon, but shortly before 5 o'clock and taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. No other, again, details were available as of press time. I have confirmed that the investigation obviously is still ongoing. We hope to have a further update when that information becomes available. The national opioid settlement money coming to McGoffin and Johnson counties is next. It's Dipper Day tomorrow at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Yes, you can get our famous all-white big chunks of crispy chicken any day of the week as a snack, a meal, or as a party box. But on Thursday, Dipper Day, you get the meal that's dippers with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit for just $6.79. Only at your Sagersville Lee's. also famous for our ice. Need a little financial boost this time of year? Then stop by the new Sagersville Loan Company at the branch location of the Sagersville National Bank. They've got short-term loans, often in less than an hour, literally from $50,000 to $15,000. Stop in or give them a call at 349-3148, and Happy New Year from the new Sagersville Loan Company. Don't let Mother Nature be the one to remind you about your tires. Stop by Conley Tire and let them make sure that you're safe in getting from A to B. Tires, wheels, oil changes, brake repair, and maintenance. And be sure to click on ConleyTire.net for all the latest offers with 6 months no interest payments at Conley Tire or ConleyTire.net. There where every day starts, it's made and it ends. From hitting the floor to hitting the road and back, your feet carry the day's duties. And if you're hurting from what might be a work or sports or stress-related fracture you don't even know about, diabetic, or that all too often heel pain that just won't go away, or any type of pain or discomfort or in need of wound care, come to where they care.
Put your best foot forward and come visit our podiatry team. We care about our patients and their feet.
That's Dr. Cheney and her team at Hope Family Podiatry Center next to Hope Family Pediatrics on the Mountain Parkway. Banking from home or on the go has never been easier and will forever be an important and necessary part of life. And Sagersville National has been and will always be at the forefront of meeting and exceeding your financial needs and giving you the safest and most worry-free online and mobile banking so you can worry about the important things, like what's for dinner. They're there when you need them at the main and branch locations of the Sagersville National Bank. As I covered back in the early part of last year, back in February it was, Attorney General Daniel Cameron for Kentucky announced the finalization of the $26 billion national settlement with a number of distributors for drugs, Cardinal Health, McKesson, and AmerisourceBergen, three major pharmaceutical distributors in the United States, and also with Johnson & Johnson, which of course manufactured the opioids and marketed them very strongly, of course, as well. The companies admitting their role in fueling the opioid epidemic. Out of that $26 billion, the Commonwealth of Kentucky gets about $500 million, $478 million, which will be going out to each county through various installments through the next several of years, all the way up through 2038. Johnson County Judge Executive Mark McKenzie in this week's Johnson County Fiscal Court meeting acknowledged the settlement and how much Johnson County will be receiving.
Next is approval to open a bank account related to the opioid settlement. The opioid settlement is something that's been pending for some time. The state of Kentucky was a party to a multi-state, national lawsuit against some pharmaceutical providers, and they have reached a settlement with that. The legislature decided that it's going to be in two parts. I think half of that settlement, the state is going to utilize those funds for various projects, and then the other half will be provided to local communities to help with ongoing opioid services. And so but as part of that, we have to open up a separate account for these funds. And I know your next question is how much is Johnson County looking to receive from this. In the first year, we're looking to receive $295,701 from this settlement. Now it's specific, I can't tell you all the areas in which that you can use these funds for, but they're very specific obviously in their uses, but we will certainly come back at the appropriate time with recommendations to the court for how these funds can help our community with respect to opioid use and use. And then this also continues on for every year through 2038. So in total, the entire settlement is projected to be $1.465 million to Johnson County now through 2038. So I think we all recognize what a challenge this is for every community, including ours. And so we're happy to be a part of the settlement to where that we can hopefully use these resources to address issues in our community.
One portion of that money from the distributors' settlement will go to counties in the form of two payments and then a payment each year from 2023 through 2038. For the Johnson & Johnson portion of the settlement, counties will receive the first 5 payments up front in December, which is pending at this time, and then a payment each year from 2026 through 2031. There's a very long and very specific list as to what counties can use this money for. Reimbursement for any portion of the cost related to outpatient and residential treatment services, providing funding for any project which supports intervention or treatment, detoxification services, and a very long list, I said, that also includes access to opioid abatement-related housing, transportation to treatment or recovery, employment training, educational services, creating or supporting centralized call centers, supporting crisis stabilization centers, providing scholarships for support for certified addiction counselors and other mental and behavioral health providers, supporting the education of law enforcement or other first responders regarding appropriate practices and precautions when dealing with opioids or individuals, and treating mental health trauma issues resulting from the traumatic experiences of opioid users or their family members. I spoke with Magoffin County's Judge Executive Matt Wireman earlier today. He says he, of course, is aware of the same situation, and he will be addressing it along with the magistrates of the fiscal court during their next regular session. And he could confirm to me at the same time that Magoffin County's share, based on population, will be in excess of $600,000. An initial payment of some $120,000 or $30,000, and then followed by an annual payment of some $20,000 to $25,000 for a number of years. We'll have more on that after, of course, the fiscal court meeting in the coming days. A little entertainment update for you. I'll have that in a second. Right now, I've got a calendar, of course, for you this evening. But I wanted to preface it by saying, if anyone knows Mr. Taylor Elam out there, I think he's a young Mr. Taylor Elam. He might be interested in the first of our Magoffin Farm Bureau community calendars. So I'll take a quick break and we'll pick it up with that in just a second. Ratliff & Ratliff Family Dentistry, locally and family-owned since 1969, is now proudly providing treatment for headaches, jaw and muscle pain. They offer trigger point therapy along with Botox to effectively treat and reduce symptoms of TMJ pain. And Dr. Beth Ann, member of the American Academy of Facial Aesthetics, also offers Botox therapy and dermal fillers for all of your cosmetic needs. Call 349-2812 to schedule an appointment and allow their highly trained and friendly staff to take care of all your dental and cosmetic needs.
From Dustin, Megan, Michelle, Robin, Jessica, Keisha, and Diane, and myself, Jesse Rudd, owner and pharmacist at Parkway Pharmacy, we would like to wish you and your family a Happy New Year. May God bless.
The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sayersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy, the convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service, and the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sayersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a new phone, but really don't want to pay the hundreds of dollars up front for it? Appalachian Wireless has a deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $600 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front and then a few bucks a month more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay. And it's called the Appalachian Advantage because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Before the commercial, I asked if anyone out there knew Mr. Taylor Elam of White Oak Road. I believe we might want to grab his attention. I received a birthday announcement in the mail today. A very creative one and colorful one at that. That was actually, according to the postmark, put in the post office on January the 5th. So it didn't make it until today. The birthday, maybe perhaps unbeknownst to Mr. Taylor, was for the following day. So now it's a bit belated, but I didn't want him to think that I didn't get this birthday message on Your News Today. So a bit belated, but going back to Friday the January the 6th, I was asked to say the following. As I understand, this past Friday was Taylor Elam and his niece's birthday, so I would like to wish Taylor and Mary a happy belated birthday last Friday. Birthday. And Mary, happy. The happiest of birthdays to you from a big, long list of family and friends. Happy birthday. Next, a happy anniversary wish tonight. With a lot of love from Joe and Tara, to be said to Brood and Bonnie Blanton. Happy anniversary to you both. Again, a lot of love from Joe and Tara. Happy anniversary to you too, this January 11th. Couple of quick reminders on the calendar. Don't forget about the Community Closet event coming up Saturday the 4th. This is being organized here in Sagersville by Miss Janet Nichols. You can contact her on social media or otherwise. They're hoping to get as many folks as they can to the Lloydham Hall Community Center Saturday the 4th at 9 o'clock that morning, and spend that morning and hopefully the rest of the day just providing a lot of new or gently used clothing to anyone who may need it, as well as any other blessings such as baby clothing or needs, things of that nature. If you can help, contact her. She can give you all the information you need. Quick reminder, Water into Wine's last commodity day for the month, regular commodity day, Wednesday the 18th, 9 to 11:30. Their senior day is that Thursday, the 19th. And the community calendar has been here for a number of years and will continue to be for as long as I am, and it's free for everyone. So please, when you've got something to share, birthday or anniversary, or something the community needs to know about your church group, nonprofit, what have you, please call me so I can pass that along to everyone. We're also, as we are, glad to have the McGoffin Farm Bureau family sponsoring our calendar, the McGoffin County Funeral Home family, bringing us local obituary listings. And tonight they have a reminder of services to be held tomorrow starting at 2 for Clotine McFarland Wheeler, 93, who passed away on January the 6th, preceded in death by her parents, Alex and Luella McFarland, her sister Virginia Garden, brother Alexander, and husband Oscar Wheeler Jr. She was a graduate of McGoffin County Schools and a teacher in the school system for a number of years, and services in her honor are to be held again this Thursday at 2 o'clock from the Prater Memorial United Methodist Church. That's tomorrow at 2. Burial will follow at the Highland Memorial Park in Staffordsville.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
Just like you can count on the fact that Christmas has come and gone, so too will the after Christmas sale at the seasonal shop. This might actually be the best time of the year when everything in the shop is 50% off. At least 50% off on everything Christmas inside the store, and other great bargains and specials posted practically every day. Didn't get everything on your Christmas list? Maybe need a late gift? Maybe want to get a head start on your decorating for next year? They're all perfect reasons to stop by now, as soon as you can. The Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. Their annual Christmas sale is one of the biggest of the year. 50% off everything Christmas inside the shop until it's gone. Well, I can hear some new music coming, and you can expect a check-in with Nathan Arnott and his wife, Chessie. Some good news today, some entertaining news. Turnberry Records out of California, well, they have been very aggressively pursuing new and incredibly talented artists for their label, and they've announced a couple of new artists in that effort. Nathan and Chessie Arnott. Yeah, I haven't checked in with these guys for a bit. That's about to change, obviously. Turnberry Records out of California signing Nathan and Jesse Arnott to their label. This article I came across today, published in Bluegrass Today, giving a bit of an outline about the history these two share, their appearance on The Voice, and of course Turning Ground, and their performances together thereafter, and how she has been maybe a bit converted over to the bluegrass scene by Nathan. Probably wasn't any hope she couldn't be, but they have signed a 2-record deal with Turnberry, the first of which will be a short-form EP, expected sometime to be distributed and released later this year. That's all I know at this time. But again, like I said, this will certainly lead to an interview, I am sure. Congratulations, guys. Look forward to talking to you both very, very soon. A quick Hornet update before we go any further. Turns out Floyd Central would break the 4-game streak that the boys were on last night as the boys traveled to Floyd County. 61-76 your final score. That puts the boys still 7-5 on the season. They've still only got 1 district game in and 1 win therein, so still looking good, just a bit. Can you believe it? We're just a bit over the halfway mark now officially. The boys will be traveling to West Carter this Saturday, a few days to rest between now and then. Tip-off set for 7:30. They're not back in Morgan County, not back in Magoffin County until they're hosting Morgan County on the 18th, which I think is next Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. The girls, no change, no game since I saw you last, so they're still set to host Buckhorn tomorrow night at 7:30. That's right, home game for the Lady Hornets tomorrow night. Buckhorn is on the map, 7:30 here in Magoffin County. All right, let's go on to the weather forecast. We've seen cloudy skies. We saw some drizzle out there today, and then we're getting ready to see, as the before-mentioned low pressure is getting ready to make a run up the Ohio Valley tomorrow. With that, a cold front. It's going to roll through, and all of that's going to combine to give us some showers, some storm chances, possibly some heavy rain at time, and definitely some gusty winds, 25 to 35 miles per hour, just depending on where you are. We're going to see some warm air out and ahead or during this, and then we're going to see, via that cold front, temperatures take a dive thereafter. And in doing so, we might see some accumulating, very light accumulating snow. The approaching cold front will give us those strong storm chances tomorrow. We'll give that in just a second, but rain transitioning to snow late tomorrow night, Friday morning. And generally, says the National Weather Service, and you can see here on their map, for anyone watching this show via Foothills Communications and Howard's cable, an inch or less. That's kind of where we are right now. Upper elevations could see more, but we're not there. As for your forecast, let's go on into your 7-day outlook, powered by Licking Valley RACC, which breaks it down with 53 degrees for tonight's low. Now, keep in mind, temperatures are still falling. By the time we get to around 48 or 49 in a couple of hours, if you're catching the early show, it's going to flip and flop, and the temperature is going to start to go up, and then we'll hit around 53 with that warm air rushing in during the overnight. Tomorrow, we'll add or tack 10 degrees onto that. So dry tonight. Again, temperatures in a few hours will reverse, hit 53, and then climb tomorrow up to 63 degrees for your Thursday. Shower and thunderstorm chances are quite good tomorrow. And that could be the bulk of which anytime after 1 o'clock. Winds out of the south-southwest anywhere from 6 to 32 miles per hour. Half to 3/4 of an inch of rain possible during the day tomorrow. And then tomorrow night we might see change over to snow. And again, right now probably a half an inch or less is what we could actually see late tomorrow night into your Friday, where we might see another half an inch. So, an inch or less all in. Northwesterly winds Friday 6 to 20, mostly cloudy skies, and not a misprint. We'll go from 63 Thursday to 35 on your Friday, and while we clear up precipitation-wise for Saturday and for Sunday, temperatures don't go up. 37, partly sunny Saturday. Upper teens for nighttime lows. Been a minute since we've been there. Sunday will warm back up, though. Still mostly sunny, and we'll hit around 47, 48 degrees. Clouds will increase Sunday night. They won't have enough juice to make anything until possibly on your Monday, but with Monday around the corner, we see 54, mostly cloudy, and a 50% chance of showers, mainly in the afternoon after 1 or 2 o'clock on your Monday. Almost ditto for your Tuesday. mid-50s, low 40s for your high, for your low. Mostly cloudy, a lesser but still 30% chance of showers. Wednesday of next week, shower chances kind of pick back up a bit. Still in the mid-50s, still in the low 40s, still mostly cloudy, and a decent chance of some showers to the tune of 50% on your Wednesday. Bottom line is, tomorrow looks to be a pretty active Thursday, and then change over late tomorrow night. We might see enough of the white stuff to count on Friday morning. Two things in closing real quickly. I understand that there was an issue. Howard's cable feed of Your News Today had not been on for a couple of days. That was an issue with a piece of equipment that was here of theirs that Howard's came down and fixed today. So I think we're back up and running. With that said, I'm glad to do so, and thank you for all of your calls. And lastly, just good night and good evening, and thank you for giving me the privilege of having a little bit of your time tonight and every other. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more of Your News Today.